Good evening. Wonderful to see you again. Again, my name is Jeremiah, and welcome back to the Sensoryspa Resort and Casino. Please take a seat. And before we begin, would you care to cut the deck? Well, you just caught me right as we were getting ready. And what do you want to cut? I'm gonna cut this maybe here, right around there. All right, let's cut it right. Come on there. This, of course, will determine the fate of the evening. So let's hope that it was a good cut. All right. We're happy with that. You want to cut it again? We're happy with that. Okay. All right. Let's load up the chute. Okay, place this right around there. And before we begin, what would you care to buy in for this evening? We'll start with $5,000. Very, very good. And we'll start off with some $100 chips. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10. That makes 1,000 and 2,000. And we'll go 3,000. All right. And just some $2,500 chips. And we'll go 4,000 and 4 more makes $5,000. And would you care for a refreshment before the action starts? Scotch mood tonight. Okay, I love Scotch. All right. Are we in a lighter sipping mood? Are we in the mood for, punch in the teeth, Lafrogue kind of a mood here? Well, you can never go wrong with a Macallan, like Macallan, even the 12. I mean, it's incredible. Phenomenal Scotch. 15, 18, 24. If you had the 24, the Macallan 24 is that's a special, delightful bottle. One of my all-time favorites. I just think it's when you get older than that, I don't know. I think you're really on a path of diminishing returns. But we could do that. If you don't want something that is going to, something that's a little less sex outdoors intense, like Lafrogue, I would recommend maybe something like an Ardbeg. Ardbeg is delightful. Highland Park. You're gonna get that kind of more balanced. An Ardbeg. Let's try it. Let's do an Ardbeg 18. Okay, Ardbeg 18. Or one of the all-time granddaddies, Lagavulin. You really could go either way. Lagavulin, Ardbeg. Maybe both. We'll start with the Ardbeg. Maybe do a Lagavulin next. All right. Fantastic. You want to do the 16, the 18? Let's do the 18. Okay. And like 1 or 2 rocks, like 1 rock or a splash of water. 1 small rock. You got it. Can we do an Ardbeg 18, 1 small rock for our esteemed guest? Wonderful. And to start off the evening's festivities, what would you care to wager? Start off with 200. All right, betting $200. Here we go. Best of luck, and we get a jack. 17 versus my deuce. You're going to stand, of course. And we have 7, 15, and 21. Well, that, of course, we have to do that. We have to get those. We have to get those out of the way, out of the gate, right? Just gotta, It's gonna happen, so don't worry about that little guy. And we're gonna do $200 more. Very good, betting 200. And we're gonna do an ocho, 8, 13 versus my ace. And would you care to purchase insurance? No parlay bets for you. And play on, my friend. And 13, of course, hits and becomes a 18. Stand on that. We have 2 or 12. And we have 12. And now we have a bust. See, there we go. Right back. Just like that. Right back. And all is right and well again. 200 again with the world. Tray. 7 versus my 10. 7 hits becomes 17. Stand, and we have 20. And here we are. Something to cool down the flames. Hard bag, 18. Yes. Take a little sip. You do notice that the smoke and the peat, yeah, but it's not like Lafroig. It's not like that where it's like, oh my gosh, yeah. And 200. I remember the first time I tried a taste of Lafroig. My dad, back in Ohio, 20, nice, and stand. My dad had gotten this bottle, and bust. And I think I was 18 or 19 years old. And he was like, "You want to try this, Jeremiah?" And I, 200 again. I remember taking a sip and being just like, ugh, oh my God, people actually voluntarily drink this. And I was just like, there's no world. There's no way. Now I really like it. But I remember the first time I had it, I was like, this cannot be real. 16 versus our cowboy. Play out, and you are going to hit. You got to hit that. And you got to bust that. Well, hey, you had to try. You had to try. Come on now. Dueling 16s, but you didn't know that was there. You didn't know that. 200 again. All right, $200. And we get the ace. Beautiful. Ace 21. That's where we wanted to see. And beauty. She is beauty. She is grace. She is all up in your face. All right. And $200. And there we go with the 10. 14 versus our tray, and you are going to stand. Tray becomes 13 like it's supposed to. Is that 18? Now it's supposed to bust. It's supposed to be a 23, but it doesn't always happen. 400, all right. There we go. More my pans out of the way. Betting 400, and we get a 7, 10 versus a cowboy. And play on, sir. 10 against the king just hits. You only double down against, well, everything but. 20 is beautiful, though. And our 10 becomes a 14. Ooh. 15 and bust. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Beautiful hand. And the 400 again. Okay, betting 400 again. And here we get an ace. Oh, very, very nice. Come on, do it, do it, do it, do it. There it is. Gorgeous. Beautiful. That's what we want to see. So this is going to be 800. So we're going to do 500. Okay, 250 and 250 is 500. And 6, 7, 8. Sound good? Does that work for you? All right, good. Good, good, good. Good, 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 good. And same way. All right, 400 again. Same way. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we get a 5, 15. Where's our 7? Book says hit. We're going to hit, and we get a little bit too much. A little bit too much on that. And 200, betting 200. 6, 11. Ooh, this is fun. Versus our 8, and we always double down. Come here, you. We always double down on 11. And we get 19. Beautiful. And we get 17. Wonderful. Boop, boop. All right. And 200, betting 200. 9. 11 again. Versus a 5. Ooh, fun. Always double down on 11. And we get 12. But I should bust. Speaking of 12. There it is. Boostomania. Bust on bust. And 400, okay. Betting 400. Yeah, we got the old Ocho. 10 versus Cowboy. And 10 again. We're just going to hit against 10. 10 just hits a 20. Beautiful. We have 17. Nice. Nice. You're going to let it ride. 800. All right. 800. Good luck. 9. 11. Versus my jack. You gotta do it. All right, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it well. Okay. Doubling down. And we hit. What a time to be alive. Okay, my friend. We have the 15. We got the 20. Ooh, well done. That was $1,600, right? Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. That's 1,600. So that's 1,000 and 500 and 1,600. That work for you? All right, 1,000, 16. Okay. All right. You want to color one of these down? All right, let's color one of these and make sure we got 10 here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10 makes 1,000. There we go. And okay. And 200, betting 200. And we get a 10. Ooh. 13 versus the Cowboy. 13 hits becomes a 23. Matching hands. Interesting cut, but so far the cut is winning. And 200 again, betting 200. And we're going to go with a jack. 20 versus Trey. Stands, of course. 8 and 18. All right. Beautiful. I'm going to color up one more stack. Okay. Coloring up one more stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 10. That's 1,000. All right. And 500. Okay, betting 500. Here we go. Cowboy. 14 versus our deuce. Stand, you're going to follow the book. 13. What are we back at? 12. And 22. Bust. Gorgeous. And 500 again. We're betting 500. 5. 7. Versus our 6. We're going to hit that 7. 18. 6. 12. Bust. Very nice. Again, betting 500. And we get a tray. 11 again. What of 11 versus 10? You know what you gotta do. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. There she is. Oof. Almost the one. Let's see what happens. 19. Well, that was almost the magic card. Not quite. And 200, betting 200. Alright. I get a cowboy. 15 versus our 10. And 15 hits. 16. 16 hits. Bust. Enjoying that hard bag. Good. I'm a big fan. I think it's a bit of an underrated refreshment. A bit of underrated. I mean, it's not that underrated, but you know, it's not like the Glenlivets or the Macallans and things. 200. All right, betting 200. And you're gonna get a 5. 15 versus 10 again, and 15 hits becomes a 18 stand. We get a 17. Okay. $200, betting 200. And we get a quattro. 12. Versus our 5, and 12 against a 5. Book says stand. You're going to do it. You're going to follow the book. 17. But that jack would have busted. See? The book was right. It's always nice when the book is proven to be correct. When we make those like weird stands. And 200. Betting 200. Deuce. 10 versus our 10. Or 12 versus our 10. And you hit. Got a 9. Oh, one too many. One too many. And 200. Hitting 200. And we get a 6. Soft 17 versus our 8. And you would like to, of course, hit. And 13 hits. 22. A little bit too much. A little bit too much. And 200. 16 versus our 4. Stand. 12. Bust. Want to try something else? Okay. So again, my grandpa's favorite Scotch was, he was a Glenlivet man. He liked his Glenlivet. I love Glenlivet. Yeah, it's just one of those kind of incredibly balanced, you can never go wrong with it type of a scotch. A little different than Macallan, of course. I think Macallan tends to be a little heavier, but they're both just easy sipping. When was the last time you had a Highland Park 18? It's been a minute. I think you should try it again. I think you're going to be pleasantly, I don't even know if surprised is the word, but a Highland Park is just a lovely, lovely dram, if you will. It's a great scotch. So, same way, one small cube. All right. May we please get some Highland Park 18 for our distinguished guest? Thank you so very, very much. All right. Letting it ride for 400. Okay. Highland Park is on the way. May the aisles bring us luck. And we get a 10. Nice. And we get 20 versus our Jiggity Jack. And you're going to stand and push. The Jacks did not win today. They pushed. And let that ride. And we're going to go with the deuce this time. Okay. 4 versus a 9. I would just hit. I mean, splitting seems weird. 9 against a 9. And 4 is going to hit. And 14. And 14 against a 9 hits and becomes. How about a 21? See, that was good to you. 21 versus my 14. 14 becomes a 16. 16 becomes an 18. Hey, I tried to snatch victory from you, but I couldn't. You were too strong. The power of Highland Park is on the way. Oh, that's right. We're also talking about the Lagavulin 200. The Lagavulin. Listen, the world is your oyster. Maybe you also get a Lagavulin as well. I don't know. I can't tell what you're going to want to do in life. We'll see how the cards deal. 14 versus a 10, and 14 hits. How about a 7? Oh, 17 though. Stand. And we get 20. 20. And 10. Sorry, 200. You know what I meant. I knew what you wanted. Ooh, ace. There she is. There she is. Come on now. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Soft 17 versus our 9. And soft 17 hits and becomes a 17. And you're going to stand on that. And we get a 15. All right, 15 plus. Beautiful, darling. Beautiful. Beautiful. And 400, okay. And we get a lovely lady for that. And we get a 14 versus my Ocho. And we're going to hit, come on, 7. Oh, 18 though. We'll take that. Stand on that. We have 15, 15, 19. Rude. Rudeness. I was not supposed to get everything. I was supposed to bust. Supposed to bust. What are you going to do? 500. Okay. 500. Here we go. Here we go with a 10. 18. Versus my ace. Ooh, would you care to purchase insurance? No parlay bets for you. Play on. 18 stands and we get a 15. 18. We push. All right. And let it ride. Here we go. And we get the 8. Ocho. 18 again. 18 versus my deuce this time. Stand. 12. Just like it's supposed to. It's nice when that works out. Here we are. And Highland Park, yeah. Yeah, the Highland Park 18. Give that a wee little sip. It's not quite as peaty smoky, right? No. But isn't that nice? I remember I did a Scotch tasting one time, and 200. I did a Scotch tasting one time, and one thing that genuinely impressed me was that the worst, cheapest Scotch that I had was still not bad. Like stand. It's neat that the so much love and TLC, tender love and care, goes into 200 making Scotch that, unlike vodka or like, you don't want to ever sip on Bacardi, just white Bacardi rum. I've done it. It's a giant mistake. 11, by the way, outstanding versus my trade. You know what to do. Of course, you're doubling down. And the worst Scotch, 17, that you could almost buy was still pretty good. Like, it was still a sippable beverage, which is a real testament to which is a real testament to the makers and the distillers. That it's hard to go wrong, is what I'm saying. Now, is there a big difference between really cheap Scotch and really good Scotch? Of course there is, as there should be. Of course there's a big difference. However, it's not like vodka, where when you drink cheap vodka, I mean, it tastes like it burns, 400. Cheap vodka, it tastes like gasoline. Nice. Ooh, all right. Do it. Oh, 14 versus my deuce. And 14 is tits against 2. 14 becomes a soft 16. Soft 16 hits, because why not? And becomes a 20. Beautiful. We're going to stand on that. 12. Oh, well, that's highly rude. That's a very rude 21. That is unfortunate. What are you gonna do? 400 again. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna fire another bullet right back at me, because that was uncalled. That was uncalled for. Beautiful. 19. Come on now. Versus my cowboy, and stand. And we get 13. Oh, come on. Come on now. Not twice in a row. Come on. 200. All right. We gotta see if the gods turn around here a little bit on us. That was just weird. That was awkward. 13. Versus my king. Now watch you win this hand. 13. Told you. 20. And I have 12. That's 3 in a row of very rude. That's 3 in a row of very rude 21s. That's. Come on now. Come on. I mean, come on. 500. All right. 500. You can't do it 4th time in a row. It's not gonna happen. You get the Ocho. You get the 18 versus my 6. Okay. Stand. 12. Like, there's no way. There we go. All right. Run that one back. 500 again. Run it back. And this time we get the Quattro. 6 versus my queen. And play on. 6 hits. Becomes a 16 hits. What a 5. Do it back to 20. Not quite as good as we thought, but we get a 20. All right. Okay. Could have been worse. Could have been way worse. Run that one back. Okay. Here we go. 500. Start with a 6. 15. And we get the 8. All right. And you want to hit 5 or less. Oof. 1 too many. 1 too many. Okay. Want to try the last one? The Lagavulin. Kind of go somewhere in the middle. Yeah, let's do it. 16 is fantastic. Yeah, 16 is a magical number in the land of Scotch. I want to do the 16. Let's do the Lagavulin 16. Can we please have, same way, one small rock, the Lagavulin 16 for our guest. Thank you so very much. And 200. All right, betting 200. Here we go. And we'll get a tray. 6 versus our 10. And hits. And 13 hits. And 14 hits. Nice. See? You're giving it right back to me. Look at that. Beautiful. You like 2 can play this game, buddy. 2 can play that game. 400, all right. Here we go, here we go. Deuce. And 6 again. This is a tray. 6 hits. 11. No, you know you can't double down. No, it's not 11. That's 13. You're gonna stand on 13. That's not the 7 and the 4. You understand? 13 stands. I get the 8. 19. And 200. Betting 200. And we get the 7. 18. Soft 18 versus my 4. Weirdly enough, you can actually double down. Because, I mean, I'm probably going to bust, so it's just like, you're probably going to win. So, I want to double down. Let's try it and see what happens. And here we go. It's a 13, 14. Bummer, that was almost beautiful. No, 13. That was almost money. Still, 13. We have a 15. 18. Rude. Rude, rude, rude. And, here we go. And a Lagavulin 16. Little sip. So good, isn't it? I know. Big fan. 200. All right, 200. Here we go. Big fan of the old Lagavulin. 18 versus our cowboy. And you're going to stand, and we took that little guy down. Took that little guy down. All right. And 200, betting 200. Lovely ladies. And 16 versus my 8. And we're going to hit. And bust. And 200, betting 200. And we get an 8. 12 versus my 5. Book says stand. You're going to stand, and we get a 12 ourselves. Let's see what comes out. 18. And 200, and betting 200. And we're going to get an ace. There she is. Come on now. Be kind. There it is. That's what you want to see. Gorgeous, mate. Beautiful. Beautiful. Letting the 500 ride. Letting 500 ride. And we get the Quattro. 10. Okay. Versus my 7. Book says double. Let's do it. Let's risk it for the biscuit. Here we go. 10 becomes a 20. Now, it would be something else if this 16 I mean, that's an annoying push. It's a push. Hey, it's a push. It's a push. It's an annoying push. I'm not gonna lie, that's not an annoying push. That's a super annoying push. But it's a push. 200. Alright. 200. Deuce. 12. Versus my 9. How about a 9 for you? Oh, one too many. And 200. Alright, betting 200. I get a 6. 15 versus our 5. Stand. 8. 12. 19. Well, that is just annoying. And on that note, you're gonna call it. We're almost to the. You want to do like one more hand, like almost to the card. Yeah, one more. One more hand. We'll play to the gold. Play to the gold card here. And you get 5. 14 versus my deuce. Book says stand. 11. Yeah. Last of the 200s. Okay. The last of the 200s. Okay. Deuce. 13. There's the gold versus my 7. Alright, so soft 13 hits, soft 13 becomes a 21. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. Okay. Okay. That's more like it. Alright. Let's see. You're gonna call it? Okay, my friend. So, a little 400 there. So we got, hey, we got 3,000 sitting right there. That's beautiful. So that's your walk-in right there. So that's 250, 500, and that's 2,000. That's 2,000. So there's your buy-in, and you're still walking away with looks like 1,000 and 500, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, almost $2 grand right there. That's not too shabby. You know, 50% in a half hour, 3 delicious scotches. 100 to me, my friend. From the bottom of my heart, thank you very, very much. It's always a pleasure to see you. Please, please enjoy the rest of your evening. You are always welcome, of course, to come back and visit me anytime you like here at the Sensory Spa. Sweet dreams and enjoy wherever the evening takes you. Until the next time.